Yes, that's your map for now. So yeah, my name is Ilya. You've seen me on the videos before, and right now we are having the first online meeting, which is going to be basically the presentation of your works. And I hope you have something, at least like a PowerPoint or everything, anything. And yeah, by the way, one inconvenience with the lesson number one in the questionnaire, there was a mistake in the first question. So the first answer for the crisis communication question is B, not C. But it doesn't actually matter because you're going to have one more questionnaire in the beginning, sorry, in the end of the course, which will open for you tomorrow or later today. So be ready for that and just do great with that one. So let me see if everyone has a name. Semi, Stella, Andrea, please add your organization names as well. So instead of Italy, just the name of the organization. Yep. So Elisa, if you have any clue how many of the participants we should have, you can take a word as well. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it about right for you? Okay, I guess she's not listening. So who's gonna be the first one? Do you have any preferences? Okay, let's just start with Domenico, the first one on my list.
Okay. I wanted to say me, but I was looking for for what was going on. I have to share the presentation here. Yeah. Okay. I try. You see, everyone sees.
Not yes, we see it now.
Okay, wait. It's okay now. You see? Okay, perfect. I can go on. Well, good afternoon, everyone. We are Group ACE number 1. We are Domenico Barbato, Stella Cacciotti, Kevin Cavallaro, Andrea Di Catalosi, and Nicole Luvisotti. So, starting from the first task, we decided to create a summer multi-sports camp designed for kids from 7 until 15 years that want to try to enjoy the summer vacation, trying to find their own ideal sports in this Find Your Sports camp. Experiences also new activities, staying in contact with the nature. This is something that is clearly also represented from our logo. The bicycle represents the freedom and the will of trying to find something new. And the mountains is something connected with the sustainability issues that we are caring about. So basically, it's a camp that is going to support inclusion and diversity and encourages children for becoming a unique fun sport community. Talking about our buyer personas, we identify 3 different buyer personas, 3 different family types. The first one is the single and divorced parents with kids. A category that is growing each year much more, talking about the numbers in the world. For each buyer persona, we identify what they are looking for, the main concerts, and of course, the main community spaces. Talking about what they are looking for this single buyer persona, they are looking for an experience for their children in order to have themselves some much more time to develop for their passions, talking about parents. The main concerns are connected to the level of preparation of the educators, the presence of a first aid station near the camp, and an affordable price for the experience. Talking about much more deeper about the main community spaces, of course, they are using social media sites like Facebook and Instagram, but at the same time, they are seeking much more attention, also other specific digital marketplaces like Gangle and One Parent that are specific forms for single and divorced parents. Then we have the second buyer persona, that is the nuclear family, the traditional family with two parents and kids. They are looking much more for experiences for their kids in order to grow up their own self-esteem. And in the same way as the first buyer persona, they want to do that experience for their children in order to have much more free time for travels and period of relaxation. The main concepts are, of course, the same. So preparation of educators, presence of a first aid station, and affordable prices. But here there is much more emphasis talking about main communication channels on the promotions conveyed by TV, newspaper, magazines, and social media. Plus the normal social media. Talking about the third one, buyer persona, the third one is the extended family, parents with grannies and kids. Talking about what they are looking for, of course, they are looking for an experience to make their granny free from babysitting. That is an activity that they are doing for many months a year. So they are trying to find something different. Of course, talking about the main concepts, here we have the preparation of educators like the previous slides. And talking about the main communication channels, here there is much more emphasis on magazines, newspaper, and television, because grandparents are not social media born. And of course, they are using magazines, newspaper, and television to inform themselves. This plus the parents that, of course, are using common social media like Facebook and Instagram. So talking about our communication plan, you can see the stakeholders that we identify, the objectives that I was telling you before. Message is the same. The delivery method is, of course, the way in which we are going to try to obtain the trust of these social media, of these audiences. And at the end, the part connected to the duration, we identify the duration of the camp of 6 weeks, but there is the possibility for the families to select which weeks the children will attend. And of course, answering to your question on Ilya, on the platform, of course, we identify 1 week cost of €100, not regular registration, as we said before. And of course, so for trying to identify our main audiences, we thought to use social network. So Instagram for a younger audience, Facebook for much more older parents or boomers, as we can say. And for reaching grandparents, flyers around the summer camp, or local sports centers or schools. And of course, the channel of the specific digital marketplaces like Gangle and One Parent. Of course, you can see from the left side of the slide our idea of Instagram post talking about the rotation of sports and the promotion of €100 for 7 sports days of camp. And on the right side, you can see, of course, our flyer with some exotic landscape and some activities that are present in the camp, like rowing, athletics, and basketball. So basically, this was our idea, talking about the first part of the first task. Talking about the second part, of course, effective organization is key in a sports event, because Starting from this, of course, we can attract much more sponsor and media attention and participants. So we tried to diversify our tasks as a team. Talking about 2 roles, social media manager and event coordinator, you will see that 2 tasks are assigned to 1 person, that is me, because we thought that content creation, social media strategy, and also the plan connected to the budget were so great to have the same person doing the same thing. Talking about a public relation manager, Andrea is much more in this world, so we decided to select him for this particular task. And talking about volunteer coordinator, Stella is much more experienced in this sector as our. Talking about medical team, Nicole, injury prevention, first aid and treatment, health education and promotion, and the last one, safety and security coordinator of Kevin, the last one of our group. Talking much more about the second task, we studied Area Sports SPA, that is an Italian technical sportswear manufacturer. This company has the mission to produce sports and technical apparel to improve the performance of everyone who wants to do sports with highest standards of quality, safety, and comfort. Talking about the brand identity, the visual brand identity, we identify 5 most important strengths. Of course, the efficiency, because the main focus of the company is, of course, on the customer service and the customer care that is developed much more from the sales channels and not on the social media. The commitment on the theme of sustainability, because Area is producing sports equipment connected and complying with all international regulations linked to the sustainability part. And of course, authenticity, because Area has this aim to create things, but on the other hand, to strengthen his own vision, starting from Italy, from the Italian roots. So this is clearly evident because many of the partnerships that Area has are connected with Italian sports federation, like biathlon, volleyball, softball. There are much more than 15 sports covered. So the point number 4 is sports covered. And the 5th one is the family inspiration, because if you're going to study the logo, you can see that it's kind double rhombus, that is a sum, an addition between an A and a R. So A and R connected, they are going to form the 2 rhombus. And this is a clear example of vitality and strength. And it gives also the idea of a family inspiration that is one of the key ideas of Area Sports brand. Talking about the negative aspects are much more connected with the fact that Area is still perceived as a football-oriented company. Many of the partnerships that Area has are connected with the football world. And they are going to produce much more football clothes. Talking about the international coverage, there is a poor international coverage because there are present only a few teams, a few sports teams from abroad that are kind of limiting, not so much from each country. So there is maybe one from basketball from France, Monaco, one from Argentina, Belgrano. So basically there is not a general strategy talking about an international framework. Talking about the 3rd point, the social media presence is of course not so much active, because social media is used only as a vehicle to promote their own t-shirts, to promote their own products, and not seeking the brand awareness. That is the fourth point. The brand awareness in sports events that could be fruitful for the company to grow up in their own way of proceeding. And of course, the fifth point is the high cost of products, because not many times, of course, the products of Erea are so cheaper than other brands. So starting from this SWOT analysis, we tried to create an event for Erea. This event is the Diversity Dress Day. Diversity Dress Day, because we thought that was nice to use the social media, especially Instagram and Facebook, to promote a new product, a new t-shirt that could reach everyone. In which way? In the way in which using an important day like the 21 of March 2023, but is present each year because it's an international festivity, International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination, to create a new t-shirt that at the same time could represent the Erea brand at the national level, but at the international level at the same time, using also the fact that Erea, of course, is caring also about the social issues. So this, of course, we thought about this because Erea is connected with football, of course, and there is the problem of racism, but at the same time, it's good to use this strategy to involve much more sports organization and brand ambassadors together to fight this racial hatred. And this, for sure, we use the main communication channels of social media to reach citizens and web users, but also partnership with sports club and organization. As you can see from the last part of the Instagram post, there is Humana Reyer. Humana Reyer is a basketball team, an Italian basketball team, who is really convinced about fighting racism. And this is why we thought it was nice to try to use emails and phone calls to create brand and team ambassador that could push on to create a great movement, like something that was made in other parts of the world, like Black Lives Matter, or in NBA style, using Erea and using the fact that Erea uses also images to convey this kind of messages. And the last thing, of course, is stand and distribution of flyers at local centers, schools, and oratories, because we want, the aim is to try to involve much more talking by a lower level, talking about the organization of the Italian sports associations, like CSI, that is the lower level in the Italian framework of sports. So this is our presentation. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and the word is yours, Celia.
Thank you. Very well done. So my next question is for you. First of all, that's a very good fact that I see my name by the post. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I want to check if I've ever even seen this page, but yeah.
Yeah, we use a fake Instagram creator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that. So that's actually a good idea to have this racing spot for the brand. I mean, yeah, this is a nice idea. But let's see if any of the others have any questions to ask about your work. guys? If nobody has any questions, then I still got something. It just if you have anything, just go ahead and take the stage. But my question is, what sports are you doing there? It's the same three you mentioned before, right? The rowing, and what was the other two?
Yeah, in reality, we identified 10 sports only, but I'm going to put the slide on because there is the rowing, running, volleyball, arch. I don't remember in English how it is. Then swimming, running, rowing,
So it's a bunch
cycling.
of everything then.
Yeah, 10. 10 is a rotation of these 10.
And the other unclear thing for me is still if it's just a day camp or the kids are gonna ride there for like a week or.
No, our idea was to identify a week as the basic, no? So 100 euro for the week. In this week, 10 sports. You can practice 10 sports at the rotation.
Yeah, the question is, are they gonna stay like, are they gonna sleep in the camp or are they going home every evening?
In reality, we thought as a normal camp, not with the bed and breakfast, we could say, structure. We thought as a normal camp promoted by sports organization, with like the Italian way of doing summer activity.
Okay, yeah, because in Estonia it's different, and usually it's sleeping in the camp already. And so the last part, as I already mentioned to you as well, the single parents target group is also a little cherry on the top, I would say. It's interesting how would you like target it, but what messages, but yeah, I guess I will never know.
Yeah, it's no, basically we thought to go to every single characteristics family, no, with a characteristic channel for everyone, because of course if we are talking about a family that is much more old, maybe these kind of activities were not shown from the social networks, because social networks are for younger people who want to Instagram for me was used as we could say as a shop, no. Facebook is much more a place where you can say to your friend, I have seen this, I have seen that. So a different language talking about social.
Okay, well, thank you, Domenico, and to your group as well. We're going to continue with the next one. Can you stop sharing?
Yeah, sure. Stop. Okay, wait. Okay. I think I'm done.
Yeah,
Okay.
second. So is there any volunteer who's going to be next? Andrea? You're next on my list. Are you from the same group? Okay. Then Gian, if that's right.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, the name is Gian. It's Gian Lorenzo. So yeah, I'll start. So hello everyone. My name is Gian Lorenzo. I'm with AICS Group 4. We are going to.
Well?
Can you hear me fine?
Yes. Can you share your screen as well?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
So we thought it would be best to divide our presentation in two. I'm going to be covering the communication plan, while my group mate Federica is going to cover the visual identity. So we made the unfortunate mistake of not including the event flyer in the presentation. So I'm going to briefly show you the flyer. The communication plan is going to be about a summer camp for kids in Ostia Antica. It will last about a month or so. It will be held in a sports center, and kids will be able to, practice various sports. Here we have pricing information, contacts. So of course, these flyers not ours. We just found it and thought it would be a good idea to make a communication plan about this event. So I'll start the presentation now. Yeah, these I already told you. So of course, the main points of the communication plan, the main objects are going to be what we want to communicate, what is our audience, what's the purpose of the plan, channels, schedules, and risks and opportunities. So our audience first is, of course, going to be the parents of the kids. Since the kids are from 5 to 11, the parents are approximately going to be in their 30s or 40s. So we are going to build an appropriate marketing campaign for their age. We thought it would be best to consider the cheapest channels possible, since we don't know the exact budget of this event. And we thought about 3 main channels. The first one being an offline campaign consisting of flyers, stands, and small events to be held during the camp in order to attract more people. A second is a social media ad campaign, so Facebook and Instagram posts on the respective pages, and also reviews and promotion from testimonials. Testimonials being kids who participate to the camp and parents, which of course are willing to, hold a small interview where they talk about the camp and their experience. Lastly, a series of promotional videos on YouTube. So, a promotional video before the camp, but also videos to be published during the camp and at the end of the camp in order to show the experience to other people. Next, we have our schedule. So we've decided to split the schedule into weeks, roughly. And, the campaign should start at least 2 weeks earlier than the start of the camp. The start of the camp is going to be on the 12th of June. And of course, in the previous 2 weeks, the offline campaign should, of course, start. So we should be distributing flyers around in schools and sport venues, and also shooting the first promotional video. It will have to be published at least a week before the start of the camp. So it should be seen from as many people as possible. So the earlier it should be published, the better. And then, of course, social media pages should at least be up and running with all the links and technical info about the camp. One key thing is, in order to generate traffic on social media, it would be great to do daily posts and stories, sort of a countdown to the start of the event. Then during the actual camp, from week 3 of the campaign, we should be shooting first the highlight video during the first week, and then upload it at least the next week. So week 3 should be shooting, week 4, a bit of some days in order to edit the video, make it look nice, and then at the weekend publish it. Also, at the end of the first week, in the weekend, we should be hosting a first open day event. So inviting parents and kids to sort of a happy hour, a tour of the sports center, a presentation of the various activities.
E vabbè, questo io non lo potevo fare.
All right, going on. And, for week 5 and 6, we pretty much replicate the same thing for the video. So we should have a highlight video at the end of week 4 and at the end of week 6. At the end of week 6, we'll also be doing another round of flyer distribution. So flyers will be distributed at regular intervals during the duration of the camps. Last week is a bit more empty, since the 21st of July will be the last day of the camp. So doing a campaign in the last week would not be that useful. But throughout the duration of the camps, we should be posting on social media daily stories, posts, of course, publicizing YouTube videos when they are uploaded, and of course, since during the camp we will be taking a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, we should be searching for, as I said earlier, kids or parents who are willing to shoot a brief interview, publish some photos on their profiles in order to generate more traffic towards our social media and also give us a review. Speaking of reviews, we of course thought about feedback. So after the camp, we will be doing an online survey for parents and kids with a small incentive. Surveys are not really the most fun thing to do. So maybe a small discount coupon or a free gadget. Also, upon registration, upon enrollment, we will be asking in the actual registration form how the parent knew about the summer camp in order to gauge which channel was the most effective. Also, we will be asking people if the marketing was annoying, misleading in any sort of way. Risks and opportunities are of course the last thing. Risks are that we do not reach the correct audience. So the social media campaign, the social media posts could very well be seen by people who do not have kids or live in the wrong place. Flyers could be simply thrown away, ignored, and simply the cost of doing the flyers, the social media promotion can exceed the benefits. Maybe we do not see any increase in enrollments generated from the social media campaign or the flyers. Opportunities are, of course, in the form of the feedback we will be gaining. So we'll have an opportunity to better our social media campaign next year. And social reaction. So yeah, simply seeing how people felt about our campaign. So that would be it for my part. That was our communication plan for this event. I let my group mate Federica speak, and she'll cover the visual identity. I'll stop sharing my screen now.
Thank you, Gian Lorenzo. Try to share the screen. Can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So let's start with the visual identity part. So here we have the points we had to analyze in this part of the group work. So we decided to pick up a small sport association to analyze in order to see how the visual identity of a local sport organization can be improved, or what is okay and can be like a sorry. Okay, let's see. What is the positive and negative aspects? So we decided to choose Technosport, that is an association founded in Rome, where people can play volleyball and Mamanet activities. All the courses are open to adults, and especially the Mamanet group has a specific target. Actually, it is just for mothers of any age and women over 30 years old. As I said, it is a small organization, so they participate just in amateur competition, such as also the one that AECS organized. So it was founded in Rome by a 22 years old university student. First of all, he decided to start with the athletics part. And then in 2018, he decided to open also for the volleyball sector. That is actually the one that is alive now, because the athletics one was abandoned 2 years ago. By now, the association grew up because now they have two mixed volleyball teams and the Mamanet group that has started this year. So we analyze all the social media. So Facebook, they have Facebook page, Instagram page, and also a website. For the positive aspect, we saw the logo that actually express what is the real purpose of the association, because there is a man running. The colors are communicating something. Actually, red can be associated to activity and passion, and blue trust and stability. Another positive aspect is that all the pages are actually consistent on athletes' uniform. So in every page we can really understand what are the activities that the association is carrying on. All the images that they posted express friendship and fun. So also the values of the association are very well described. The last promotional video has been edited with Brand's graphic. So also in all the contents that they publish, there are a lot of references of the association itself and the colors that the association used. They have also a Telegram bot, and where all the sports are very well described, and even in this part, the colors are very well used. So let's go through the negative aspects. Actually, some posts are not that uniform as the other one that we already saw. There are mainly by now they have just the volleyball sectors, so maybe they should concentrate on just on that kind of activity. There are a lot of lack of information, especially in the website, so it should be updated, and also the YouTube channel, because the last video was in 2019 and it is not so well populated because they have just 6 videos. And also in the Instagram page, there are no future icons, so maybe can be also a negative aspect. And here we summarize what we saw in all in the website and also in the social media. So about values, we found fun, friendly competition, and accessible sport training. About the personality, we saw that there are a lot of elements for like informal elements, young, vibrant, and dynamic. We saw that the audience is very clear because there are references to students and workers from 18 to 35, also for mixed gender because the volleyball team are mixed, and for mothers. And the channels that they use are social media, website, and both compatible with the budget and target audience. Okay, so let's skip to the second part of the task. So the event that we took in consideration is actually a real event that the association is carrying on, and this is a Mamanet tournament. Just to introduce the sport, because maybe not all the people here can know the sport. Mamanet was established in Israel in 2005, but actually now it is very popular also in other countries. Also in Italy, for example, with AICS, that is the main promoter of the sport. It is more or less like volleyball because it is based on the same rules, but in Mamanet players must catch the ball. So this is the only difference. And the very important part of MamaNet is that allows mothers and women in general to have their own free time. So a place where they can meet and share their experience. So the event is going to take place at the end of June, so on the 25th of June from 3 p.m. in a nice school in Rome. And in the tournament, there will be 4 MamaNet teams that will compete. AICS will be the main partner there that will be introduce the tournament and the sport, the MamaNet sport in general, because it is spreading now in Italy. And also the sponsor, the local sponsor will be there. So this is the announcement. Actually, the one that is on the right is the one that is published on the Facebook page and also Instagram page. And then we did another one, like a suggestion, that is the one on the left side, where we can see the sport and the main details. The target audience are actually there are a lot, because of course the MamaNet teams participating and not participating, then the MamaNet fans, the families, the local sports organization, and the local medias that maybe wants to promote the sport because this is not that popular, and in general sport lovers and the local community. We thought that to reach the audience, flyers can be an appropriate channel, maybe in schools, sport venues, or in general in public places. The very important things in MamaNet is also the little talks that people do around the schools and in general all the people that are involved in the organization. They can talk about the event and spread and promote it in the local community. And then local and sport radios and TV and social media. Let's see how we can promote the event. So the association itself will promote it through Facebook and Instagram, and also the post will publish in local community Facebook groups. The main partners and the other teams that are going to participate will also promote through their own social network, and also advertising in local radios and TV can help to spread and to promote the event. That's it.
Are you done now? Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
So,
thank you.
does anyone have any questions now? Nobody want to talk? Okay, let me go then. I put some. First of all, yeah, I never even heard of MamaNet, so thank you for this introduction moment. And the first part, Gian Lorenzo. So the question is, are you planning to separate the YouTube videos into like smaller pieces and post them online in other channels? Have you thought of that?
Yeah, of course, a little snippet of the video could be used on the social media pages to promote the longer YouTube video, or maybe in the meantime that the main video is being edited, some pieces of it could be published, of course. Yeah, that was I was referencing to when I talked about social media pages promoting the YouTube videos. Yeah.
My point is being that such things as Reels and TikToks, and like if you put it in a trendy way, it gets more attention than just like a singular snippet. So you gotta like make it more interesting in this sense, and then you are actually maybe gonna go viral these days.
Well, yeah, it clearly sounds like a great suggestion, of course. Yeah, now short videos are more popular than longer ones, so maybe YouTube video is a bit of an outdated idea by now, but yeah.
And in the second part, Federica, you mentioned that you're going to be spreading the word in schools. but what is the main target group for, as I understand, the public for the event, right? The main target group.
Do you mean for the event?
Yes, for the moment.
The main public, I think, will be families. So we're thinking about spreading it in schools among like parents of the kids that are going to school in, but actually a local school, maybe in the same neighborhood, because usually family are interested in their local places, not that far. And so yes, maybe school and also sports venues, because all sports lover can attend also.
Okay, great. So if no one got any questions, let's move forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next one on my list, at least, is Susanna. Hi.
Oh, hi, hello. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I actually have to excuse myself because I was absent the entire week before and I couldn't manage with my group, but we will surely make it as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay.
But
Then-
I'm really glad that I could participate today. So I'm having a bit, better start for
Okay.
our project because of other remarks and ideas on how to manage something. And actually, as a parent, I have a bit of experience with summer camps. So I already have some ideas how not to make something. What to avoid. Yeah.
Learn from ours as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, okay. Well, guys, I'm asking once again to put the cameras on. It was asked for from me by the organizing side as well. And let's keep it this way. And Stella, have you done the presentation yet? Or have your group done the presentation?
Yes, I've done it with Domenico, the first group.
Yeah, okay. Nicole, I cannot see your group name. You should actually.
Yeah, I was in the first group.
Okay. Then Andrea was also with Stella and Domenico, right? Just yeah, okay, do that. Vera, moi moi, mitä kuuluu? You can start with your presentation now.
Yeah, hello. I guess most of my group will be attending tomorrow. Yes.
Oh, okay. In this case, you can stay here or you can be absent for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they will show tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, let's move forward. Semi, same thing for you. Moi moi. How far is the presentation?
Moi, how you doing? We have a couple, I think, here. They have the presentation, I guess.
Are you with the same group?
Yes, I was in group with the Lotta and Milja and Ulrika.
Okay, Ulrika is here, Lotte is here, so you can actually do the presentation. Whoever, it doesn't have to be you, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Maybe I can try and take over. It might be king. Today I have a bit of a flu, so maybe Semi or Lotta has to jump in. Unfortunately, our fourth member is not here today. Apparently we didn't quite understand the task. And we
just a second. Vera, are you in the same group?
no.
No, I'm in the group too.
Okay.
From Finland.
Okay, sorry. So Ulrika, continue.
Yeah, we're group 1, and we were also wondering why we're only 14 people in this meeting. We're supposed to be over 50. So where is everyone?
No idea. Don't ask me.
Okay, but I can open, or if I just find it here somewhere, our presentation. I think we handed it into you just today because unfortunately we got a group on Tuesday. So yeah, we're a little behind.
It's fine.
Let's see. And we also had some kind of trouble to understand the task really. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
Let's see, you're seeing my screen, I suppose.
Yes, it's working.
Good, and then I'll just take it from the beginning. So this is the first task, I suppose that it is, about the summer camp. Is this the thing that the rest of you have been presenting today, or?
Yeah, you can just show it all if it's
I'll show it all. Let's do it like that. I mean, this is basically a summary of all the other things that everyone has been talking about today. So before the camp, of course, you have to provide information. What is the camp all about? The important stuff is to equipping the parents so they can feel safe to send their kids to camp. And we're talking about promoting the camp via flyers and social media using the platform that is that feels good for the summer camp. Since this camp was for like 5 to 11 years old, we were thinking that Instagram and Facebook would probably be the best because that's an easy way to reach the parents. And yet provide information where, when, who can participate, possible costs for joining the camp, who to contact if you need more information, and of course, how to register. And we also talked about that when you're registering for the camp, we would have like a form, so we get all the important information from the kids or from the parents or guardians, like name, numbers, who to call if something happens, and just to keep in contact with the guardians. Medical info, are we allowed to share pictures of the children on social media, and so on. So this is all the stuff that is happening before the camp. And then during the camp, wait a minute, during the camp, to keep the parents in the loop, via text, video calls, they can visit the camp if it's like a week-long camp and the kids are staying over. Social media, group chat, so that we easily and quickly can give out information to the parents, and so they also easily can find relevant information. And also during the camp to think about privacy, what information is private, what can you share, what can you not share, what is good to take with only the parents or the guardian, and what can you share in the group. And also during the camp to update social media to promote possible upcoming camps, if it's like an ongoing thing. Then when the camp is over, recaps, emails, blogs, or recap video about the camp, what were we doing, and then to collect some info from the guardians, the parents, and also the kids. It's easy to do through surveys and feedbacks. Surveys are kind of boring, but it's an easy way to collect informations, both from campers and from parents or guardians, so we can develop our camp then in the future. And then now I'm wondering if we...
What's that?
This is the second assignment. I think, yeah. Where we had to like talk about the logo. And as you can see, we did it really, really simple and not as deeply into detail as the other groups. HJK Helsinki, it's a football organization in Helsinki. Positive, their website, it's clear, it's easy to find info. The top bar is informative. Partners are on display, news at the front page, future games are also on the display. And it's well-organized sports activity for kids and youth too. So it's pretty easy to find everything there. Also, icon is that the logo is in white and blue, the Finnish colors. What's negative about it? It's only in Helsinki. And what we don't like about the logo is, based on it, you can't really tell what it's all about. You can see the ball there, but you can't say, is it volleyball, football, handball, basketball, what is really going on. Other than that, we didn't really find much negative to say about it. And then we have our own camp, and we were going with the same summer camp that was in the first assignment, and we did it like this: like, are you a child age 5 to 11 who always wanted to try sports but can't decide which one? Join us in our week-long summer camp, and we train for 2 hours a day from Monday to Friday, from 10 or 12 o'clock, and during the weeks the kids gets to try different sports. And we're thinking about this would be a good way for the kids to try different sports, because usually it can be hard to find out or to think about which sport to join if you're not really sure, you haven't tried, and it might feel a big step to join a football team, for example. So this would be an easy way for the kids to try a little bit of everything. There are head coaches during the week, and also during the week we would be accompanied by coaches from all the different sports. There's a link that they can sign up through, and then for more information there's also a link that they can, or an email that they can contact. And this is basically our presentation. Really, really simple.
So yeah, I mean, the only part missing was the visual part for your events.
Yeah, true.
Otherwise, yes. Yeah, I'm putting the notes down here while you are all speaking. And the first thing I put down was what is the camp about? But you answered that question on the last slide. And going back to the logo, can you put the logo part on?
Yeah. Just a second.
Guys, if anybody got any questions or feedback, feel free to mention it as well.
There it is.
Yeah. We don't like the logo.
I think we were supposed to take that one out, but we forgot it. We were kind of in a hurry.
So what do you mean by the first points that it's only in Helsinki? So
Semi, do you have something to say about this one?
Yeah, pretty much. They are always like marketing that they are the team of the Helsinki, pretty much. I know they try to go Champions League. They are international, like soccer kind of like team. They try to do that, but pretty much what they market around is you have to be kind of like from Helsinki to play there, and I feel like it's pretty like it could be better to, like, you can move from different part of the Finland and be part of the HJK, but what they do is pretty much you have to be like it says study license, so you have to be like a real Helsinki girl or boy to be part of the team, pretty much.
Okay, so it's not really a visual identity part, but I get your point now.
Yeah.
And my last comment is that I really liked that you're thinking of the privacy of the kids, especially. And in case of the pictures, as you mentioned, that you're going to ask the parents, it's actually a good point to put in the contract. So you agree, like, in the first hands, that the pictures and the videos taken at the events are more than fine to post and use for the marketing purposes. Just
but about the logo, when we said that we don't like it, it's just the visual part. It's not beautiful, but I know it's from the 1907 and it's still the same, so there is like history behind it, so they are not changing it pretty much. And if they would change it, there are some people from like 1940s who would get really mad if they would change it to nowadays. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so I get it. It's the same with some logos here in Estonia as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Let's move forward. Do we have anyone left? Sorry, it's really hard to pronounce some of the names, but I will try. Dirazione, are you here? Oh, I guess that's the yeah. Okay. So we had Domenico, we had Susanna, we had Gian Lorenzo, Federica, Stella as well, Nicole. All of your cameras are still switched off. Great. Nicole, Vera. So is there anyone who wants to take any of words for the feedback or anything, or are we done for good here? Okay, quiet. So from my point of view, you did well. Thank you for showing up, and make sure that you upload all of the works to the whatever site is they're using here, and so I'm gonna grade them anytime soon. So the latest is the 12th of June. And let me think if there is anything left. Oh yeah, we're gonna have the test, which you're gonna do to finish the model. And if there is anything, any feedback, any questions you feel you would like to ask or tell, I mean, I know just an annoying part of whatever studies, but yeah, if you feel like you want to say something, it's not something you must to do, but it would be nice to hear if there is something. Okay, guys. Enjoy your weekends and don't get so crazy. Okay, have fun. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.